we're selling that beef that only goes straight to the Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton's, Wolfgang Puck, Aaron Franklin, all these people that are consuming this meat, they know it's better for them, but now we're bringing it to the world. Hey guys, Mr. Meat Master here. Just want to bring you an update of what the company's doing and what we're doing. We've been very busy this past 2-3 years actually. Pandemic hit and we had plans back in 2018 and we started planting them in 2019. So the new era of beef, where does that come from? We decided we wanted to do something different. We've been creating alliances with those suppliers, farmers that are trying to make a difference out there, taking out the name. Right before anybody was looking at anything, they were making the change. So I wanted to be part of that. We decided to create the Mr. Meat Master program based on, rigid specifications on what the cattle should be, what the humane treatment should be, what the feed of the animal should be, just because it's a new era and we're trying to change with it. Again, we have people asking questions and we wanted to have answers for them. As you know, the whole industry of the cattle started more than 150 years ago, and we've been trying to recognize that. As 100 years ago, we decided that we wanted to make sure everybody has a piece of meat on their table. So, we grew that spur of growth for the animals. We grew that spur of farmers to make sure they had enough to bring them in. We decided to use grains to make sure that the animal picked up some weight. So we did everything we could to make sure that America and the world had enough meat in their table. Along the way, we decided to make some changes, and maybe some things got out of hand, but we are now going back to basics since 1998. We said, okay, look, we are now at that place where we have enough beef to put on everyone's plate. How do we make that better? So this is where our program comes about. We wanted to make sure that we are aligning and pairing up with those companies that decided to make a difference, that have decided to go the extra mile on the humane treatment, decided to go the extra mile in the way they're being fed, sustainable farms, sustainable ranchers. So after studies, looking at it, this is before anybody was watching, they made a couple of studies and they knew that the end result, the better meat, the better marbling, the better softness, the better taste, came from those farms that were doing the stuff different. The natural treatment, the antibiotic-free, the hormone-free, the natural grains, giving them food from a bag. We decided to give them food straight from the farm. So that make a big difference. Mr. Meat Master program was intended to do that. And it was just actually a influencing, decided to do something. How do we tell the world that we're doing something different? Well, we're living in a millennial world where people don't want to hear about it. They want to see it. So we decided to put our feet in the ground in 2018 and start filming in 2019 slowly. Pandemic hit. Things kind of put a hold on stuff. But you know what? 2020 came aboard. We started doing our season 1, which we got the attention of many, many people. We're very happy. Thank you for the support. I think we have over 600,000 views on our first episode and 200-300 on the following one, so we're doing something good. We actually have media now involved. They're very happy what we're doing. Again, it's the food sector, so it's also a little gray in between it. Most people see black and white. So we're trying to create that area where people understand what we're doing. People understand the hard work these farmers are doing. People understand the hard work these ranchers are doing. And people understand the hard work these suppliers are doing, as well as the chefs out there. The chefs want to make sure what they're buying, what they're eating, and they're listening to the audience, which is the end result of the table. So as we're making those changes, our alliances are growing, and now the packers are also noticing the difference. So they're all creating these programs to make sure that we better ourselves in the beef industry. And Mr. Meat Master has been part of that. So as we now have our 6th supplier coming in with us and making sure that we're happy and making sure that they're making those changes, we are growing. We will actually have e-commerce somewhere between the end of this year. It's in the works, guys. We're selling that beef that only goes straight to the Four Seasons, Ritz-Carlton's, Wolfgang Puck, Aaron Franklin, all these people that are consuming this meat, they know it's better for them, but now we're bringing it to the world. So it's going to take some time to evolve, build a page, build an e-commerce, have someone to cut it for us, portion for us. It's a new era of beef. So we're bringing that to you and we're working it in there. And we have suppliers that are happy to be part of it. But again, it's something new. We wanted you just to give you an update. We're actually doing food shows in Mexico. We're going to be there this year, 2022 in Mexico. 2023, we have another one lined up. We have one in Miami as well coming in. We're actually part of the USMEF Export Federation. and they are recognizing the work we're doing. So they're coming down to an office. We're getting together with Central South America people. Look, the Dolphins are also involved now as a program we're doing with them for the kids, youth programs. Because where do you start? What did you educate? You want to start from the bottom up. So we're educating the small crowds. We're making sure that they know the difference that are happening in the industry, and we're making those differences out there. So where were you happy about this? It's been exponential growth for us. We've grown about 3,000% from 2019 to here, and many new changes coming up. So we're excited about that. We're actually bringing also A5 Wagyu out of Japan from one of those packers, farmers that does everything together, decided to be different, and they've allowed us to go down to their farms, put a camera behind it, look at the cattle, look at the way they're being fed, look at the way they're being treated, and look at the overall product. That's what Mr. Meat Master does. We're doing audits to make sure that we're no longer telling you about it, showing the chef about it. We're actually putting it on film so they know that the changes are happening, and we're bringing it to you. So keep in touch. Many growth to come. A lot of things that we're amplifying here in Aswell, South Florida. We're doing marketing, new videos, new era, many stuff. You guys will be surprised. Take a look at our stuff coming up and our influencing pages. New book coming up as well. New video. Season 2 is actually coming up now. Our packers are with us. We're going to start filming season 2. We started already somewhere in Monaco, Germany, back to Montana, back to Mexico. And now we're also talking about season 3. We're traveling around the world to those best restaurants that are carrying the best food. And we're recognizing those chefs, those restaurants that are trying to make a difference. So more to come. Very excited about it. And remember, guys, I am the new era of beef, and I'm bringing it to you. Mr. Meat Master.